Why doesn't AI just work? I think there are some use cases where it can just work, where we're already using ChatGPT in most of our daily lives. And so sometimes I'll have that over on the left-hand side of my screen as a thought partner. So I'm working on an outline for a script or something that I want to talk about. That just works. The lens that I tend to look through when it comes to why doesn't AI just work for commerce companies is specifically the lens of data. So over the last decade or so, there's increasingly, and rightfully so, been a focus on how do we leverage first party data to have a better connection with our customers, to be able to make our businesses better. And I really applaud those efforts. What I have learned over the last year and a half, as we at Chord have been really digging into building AI that can work for commerce brands, is that just having that data sitting in a data warehouse isn't enough. We need to do more work around it. We need to build proper frameworks, the ability to keep that data safe, share just enough with the large language models to be able to extract good value from that. And a lot of that runs through this language that I'm calling context. Like we have context as to how that data got there and what it means and where it was collected from, but it's our responsibility as the humans in the loop to be able to deliver that context back to AI. And I think if you manage to do that and understand the importance of that, you will find that AI can work for commerce companies. But it's not just because OpenAI has rolled out ChatGPT and it seems really powerful, that suddenly that can apply itself to your business. That's part of the answer. The other side of it, if we look back over what has happened in commerce over the last sort of 10, 15 years, is there's just been an explosion of point solutions that have emerged on the market. And these point solutions have done a wonderful job selling into commerce companies, and they provide an awful lot of utility. They might be the platform you're going to use for marketing attribution, or maybe it's a CDP platform, or maybe it's who you're using as your ESP. And they all have copies of portions of your data, and they themselves are working on adding AI on top of their pre-existing product. And that becomes a separate issue where you have multiple different AI systems working on portions of your data, and the coordination of those different AI interfaces becomes difficult. And so it's almost like if you can imagine trying to use ChatGPT, you can use it as a thought partner. You can only get so far, and then you have to sort of intervene and do the work. An example I like to give is I'll ask it to generate a Google Doc for me, and it can't. It'll give me something that I can copy and paste and open up in Google Docs and do something there and then share it with my colleagues. But for me, what I really hope for and want for brands is AI that works is AI that works across all of your systems. So if I'm building an agent that I'm having a conversation with my data, helping me find insights and probe a little bit deeper, I'd like for that agent to be able to hand off the next assignment, which is, hey, let's go and take action based on what we just saw there. And then I want another handoff to be, can you help me measure the effectiveness of this handoff that was just made and have it really be full circle? So it brings us back to what we've been working on over the last number of years, which is getting data into one place and really trying to find the right size solutions for brands to be able to extract real value from that. And I'm really excited by what AI is going to be able to deliver. There's definitely work left to be done. There always is. But that's how I sort of define AI that works within the commerce landscape.